is Skylar Saunders seeing? What's current? Now, this is a leap. This is quite the leap from almost 2 weeks worth of Hitler content to the 2024 BT Awards. Can you believe that? How about that? Can, can anyone else do that? How many people can do that? How many people can make National Socialism, the Holocaust, and Nazis, and all these different ideas surrounding, one of the worst figures in human history, and then flip it to the BT Awards of 2024. I mean, I'm bragging, I'm boasting. I have to brag and I have to boast. I have to pat myself on the shoulder. I got a few 100 views off of the the Hitler commentary, I'll call it. And I was thankful to Mr. Troy Star Terrain for giving me the idea. He said, look for the AI English language Hitler speeches, and I was like, well, how am I gonna do that? Look on YouTube for all that. I find it invigorating. I find it enlightening. Once you look at, when you're looking down at those various speeches, and you're like, damn, this is messed up. This is really messed up. Then you look up again into the world, and then I looking at the 2024 BT Awards. I'm like, this wasn't supposed to happen. Like, Hitler was supposed to end. This wasn't even supposed to be. This is supposed to be an all-white, Aryan nation, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, jamboree for hailing the white race. Instead, we have this. I mean, that's how wonderful and important and beautiful and disturbing and disgusting and weird and goofy at the same time history really is. So we have to pay attention to that. And that's the reason why I'm making this huge pivot. This is a massive pivot. This is like extraordinary. So I just wanted to, get into this recap. I'm not going to call it a review because I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw clips and pieces of it. Then I just fell asleep on most of it. I just went to bed. But I did see, some recaps. So this is a recap show. Part of it anyway, of what it is. Salute to you, Rick James. Salute, sir. That's all you gotta say. Salute to you, sir. That's all you gotta say. Don't go to the Looking Glass and Skylar Sanders seizing or something crazy. All you gotta do is say salute, sir, and I'll salute you back. Salute to Rick James. Always a day one. Always. If no one else is watching, he's the one guy that's hanging on. He's my number one viewer. Half the time, there's nobody else. I can go up to 200 people in the room, and he remembers. It's coming up on the anniversary of he and I knowing each other online, with Paul Rubin's death on July 30th of 2023. So yeah. Who we got in here? We got Black Cuddy. Salute to you, sir. Salute, Black Cuddy. I salute you, sir. Thank you very much for chiming in. I appreciate it. We got 3 people in here and 3 likes in 3 minutes, in just over 3 minutes. Now it's down to 1 like. It's like the Dow Jones. The viewership is like the Dow Jones. It goes up and down all day long. Sometimes it goes way up, sometimes all the way down. But I appreciate it anyway. Black Cuddy, he's saluting Rick James. Okay. All right, let's not, beat our feet and, go around in circles. Get into these 2024 BT Awards. I'm just going to, whatever goes off my brain. First things first, Taraji P. Henson did a solid job. She was messing up a few times. She might have been sipping a little something here and there. That's alleged. I'm not sure. That's all alleged. But she was messing up a few times. But for the most part, I think she was committed. I think she has an idea of who she wants to be. I hope she got a good amount of money. At least 5 racks for hosting. I don't know how they do, but I heard that for hosting the Academy Awards, it's 15 racks. just for hosting Academy Awards. It's $15,000. That's an alleged amount that I heard from Jimmy Kimmel, who has hosted the awards for the past few years. This is not a free show. You can't call me brother, bruh, or bruh and get away with it. If you want to ask me a question, I'll say the question, but you have to pay me at least $5 for me to answer it. So that goes for you, Cosmo Shield. What do you think about the Tyler chick? Very good question. I'll get to that, and I'll try to address that as much as possible, as much as I can. I'm going no notes. I have nothing in front of me. There's no paperwork, nothing. This is going all off the top of my dome. So, Cash App is SKYLERSAUNDERS1, just the number 1. Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. And PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. $5 hairs per question, house minimum. But I'm helping with the discussion. You would help with the discussion if you sent me $5. It used to be $20. I slashed the price so I can get more money. A lot of people were saying, I ain't paying $20 for no question. Forget that. But if you just pay me $5, just the flat fee, doesn't go up. You'll be able to ask your question and I'll answer it. And you can ask as many questions after that and you won't have to pay a dime. So $5 is all I'm asking, Cosmo. So anyway, back to the 2024 BET Awards. I liked her opening. I thought that was I'm stupid. I sometimes I just like things. Most people, oh, that was whack, that was corny, that was stupid. I liked it. I actually, thought she did a good job. Remember all her lines, and she's an actress, so she should anyway. But just as in a rap, and that's the song of the summer apparently. Not like us. That's like the song of the summer. Salute to the Shadow Man behind Sky. Yeah, that shadow is something serious. I can't get rid of it that I know of right now. I mean, if it gets a little better when I do this. See? A little better. It goes off to the side. But if I can turn this off, it's like, ooh, spooky, But, Charles P. Henson, she was solid. She was strong. She didn't mess up the night. She wasn't, mumbling and fumbling like, other people we know. But there were some goofy moments. The Vice President Kamala Harris, interlude, I guess that was. I don't even know what the hell to call it. But they're both from I think they both went to Howard, if I'm not mistaken. And they had like an exchange, and it's like everything is nudge, nudge, blink, wink, wink, hint, hint. Like vote for the Democratic Party. There was no indication of opposite person. I know Trump doesn't have a vice president right now, but they could have had somebody up there. They could have got Marjorie Taylor Greene and her crazy ass. They could have got her up there, just as a response, But that's what it's all about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint, hint, vote Democrat. That's what they're saying. They keep saying, we got to get out there and vote, y'all. We got to get out there, man. We represent us. This is all about us. It's very collectivistic, very tribal. That's the disgusting part about black culture, is that it's so collectivistic. And white culture too. I'm not, letting them off the hook. White people are collective as well. Tribal. That's the sad part about all of our politics and our art and everything like that. We're very tribal. Black people and white people and everyone, brown, red, yellow, everyone in between are very tribal. That's why I kind of like the idea of interracial families, because it kind of breaks it up sometimes. Sometimes it's like they're so, melanated that it's like, okay, they're black, or they're red, they're brown. Oh, he acts white, so he is white. It's like, it's goofy stuff like that. This is stupid. Rick James says purple. Exactly. That's where we're gonna get to one day. We're gonna have a special dye that's gonna make everybody in the world purple. That's science fiction for you, but it's gonna be some kind of DNA situation where we can alter the different colors and the tint of people, and we're all look like Grimace. But getting back to the BT 2024 awards, I thought they were entertaining. I thought it was pretty good. Sexy red thing. She doesn't look like she's going to be a 2 or 3 hit wonder. She's got some, fire left in her. I thought she was going to go fade out, but at the end of the year, being the best artist declared by Rolling Stone, she did her damn thing. I got to give her credit. I watched 20 seconds of Will Smith's performance, and I just switched it off. I can't. I have nothing for him. Even after 10 years and him being invited back to the Academy Awards, I will have nothing to do with him. I have nothing to do with him and Will Smith and Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West. I will have nothing to do with them whatsoever. I don't care what they have to damn near solve. Every mathematical problem that is known to man that has been challenged, or they have to cure cancer, something crazy. Find a cure for HIV, herpes, all these things. Okay, so I'm just going off the top of my dome right now. I was thinking about Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer is sexy. I don't care. She's a very sexy and smart and very energetic young lady. I really like Keke Palmer. I like her whole aura and the fact that she's in corporate America. Which she have? I don't have a note. I have no notes. So she has that business that caters to meals that you get I think in the mail or something like that, or something crazy. But yeah, so she has that. But the corporate sponsorship is heavy. They got to pay for all those performers. They got to pay for all the lights and the cameras and MC Light's sexy ass, and how she's still good. She's apparently that lyric, that was surfaced after almost 30 years or over 30 years ago, where she said something about being with a young boy or something like that, and wait till you grow up, or I can't wait till you grow up, or something crazy. Yeah, so that was enlightening to see that she's still what they call the voice of God. That is the voice that you hear on award shows that you don't normally see. Sometimes they see them in the booth, but most likely you just hear their voice saying, "Coming up next," and as we follow, we will see the in memorial ceremony or something like that. But she did a hell of a job as usual. She's the voice. I hope she gets paid good money. Still off of that. I don't think she's like touring or making new music or anything like that. She probably still has some M's from the past, and she's just stacking them up more so, because of BET. Salute to her. I'm gonna save the best for last. I'm gonna get to Usher. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to Usher. Violet, you're turning violet. Exactly. I just saw that. Okay, that was a good one, Rick James. Violet, you're turning violet. Yeah. We're all going to be turning violet one day. Watch. There's not going to be any color, texture, hair, skin color, eye color. It's all going to be the same. We're just going to be one block. It's just going to be, not this beautiful array of different people. We're just going to be a one, shaded, one textured, one eye color, one, everything the same, facial features, noses and lips and everything like that are going to be all the same. I'm talking science fiction here, kids. All science fiction. But I'm just saying, this is an example of how people, can't understand how people can be different. And that's okay. And that's fine. That's actually great and natural and wonderful. And we're just so stupid as human beings to allow ourselves to think, oh, well, he's a different color than I am. I hate him. She's different in her way. She likes other women. I hate her. It's just stupid stuff like that. It's humanity that we are. And among many other things. Oh, they're from that country. I hate them. There's no reasoning. There's no right, way of thinking in that regard. But I just hate them. Just because. The son of the sun, what the mouth. Son of the sun says, what that mouth do? Now, even if he paid me $5, I probably wouldn't even answer him. I'm not answering you, sir. No, but no. It's a brave new world. It's a brave new world. But why there even is such thing as a BET Awards? Like, why can't it be wet? It's CMT, really CMT Awards, but they're not even fully, because they've got black people, of course, because country music is black, and Taraji P Henson finally did something that I've been saying for the past few years about the banjo. The banjo actually originated from Africa, and that's mostly tied to country music in America, but it was mainly thought of as an instrument from the jungles of Africa. Hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. One of the earliest instruments. All right, son to son, he knows the deal. $5 for a question for me to answer, and he's still asking questions. But I'm gonna ask the question, just not answer it, until he gives me $5. Did you see Rick Ross get popped like a badass 2-year-old? That's interesting. Can't answer it, but that's an interesting question, sir. I think the one of the greatest I thought that, the production value is actually, they got white people. They got white people on staff to make sure the production value is up. I'm kidding. There's probably some very good black, communications majors from different HBCUs and even, other colleges that, perform, well. I just think about that stuff all the time. Like, they got to make sure the mics work. They got to make sure the lighting is good. They got to make sure that the presentation is great. The presenters have to be wonderful. Everything, the scripted. That's why, these shows aren't so great all the time, because there's so many different parameters and so many different measures that go into making these shows. And it's difficult for anyone to try to better understand the proper balance of how people perform. So we have to take that into account. I'm not giving them a pass. Not giving them a pass, not giving them an excuse. I'm just saying that's the reason why we get bad, corny shows, different award shows and stuff like that. Because it's so much going on. They had to get the people in the right seats. They had to wear the right timing. They had to say the right line. She had the presenter, the host, Taraji P Henson, had to change her clothes so many times. She has to interact with the audience. There's so many things that are involved that sometimes the shows get whacked. They're just so corny. Because it's just so many different layers. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving them a pass. I'm just giving them an idea for why some award shows, this one including, was mid. It was, for what I saw. I didn't see all of it. Like I said, there's a recap, not a review. So I'm just recapping some of the parts. Son of the Sun, bills paid. Nigga, I'm broke until Friday. Let me hold some of that SSI check you just got. No, thank you, sir. All money in, no money out. Just like Nipsey Hussle, the late great Nipsey Hussle, or the could have been great. He wasn't great yet. He was very good. He was very good. Very good. Not great. He was on the brink of excellence. He was that good. He was very good, but not great. So I'll say he's the late Nipsey Hussle. Late excellent or almost excellent Nipsey Hussle. All money in, no money out. Basically, that's to sum up that. No, Nip was a local rapper. Well, he branched out, obviously. If Jay-Z plunked down what, $10,000 for his mixtapes, that's not a local rapper. When he had his first album, Victory Lap, Grammy Award, posthumously, that's not a local rapper. He was not a local rapper. Let me hold 20. Let you hold a pistol in your mouth and pull the trigger. Hold that. I'm just kidding, man. Don't think. Oh, he's inciting me to harm myself. Oh my God, I have to go to community section and say, he's gonna harm myself. I'll let you borrow my iPad. No thanks. I'm good. Don't need the iPad. Thank you though. Appreciate it. But yeah. So Mike, Killer Mike might have been my favorite recipient of an award. And he was talking about, and then Usher. I'll get to Usher. He talked about black fathers and fathers in general. But he was saying, Black Mike was like, all the fathers stand up, and people in the crowd, all the fathers stood up. That was an amazing moment, I thought. And how he was saying that was the same venue as the Grammys. And just what? That was March, wasn't that? So that was about 3 months ago. Well, was it March? Was it March or February? I can't remember. I think maybe it was February. But and it would be 4 months ago, or coming up on 4 months ago, that he was escorted out of the building in handcuffs, and then he's supported by his own people, the black race. Their idea. That idea was very powerful. Hi, hey, Ellie. Hi, I see you. February. Okay, you spelled it all crazy, Rick James. Hi, Ellie. You got $5 for me? Huh? You got $5, Ellie? Hi, Ellie. Are you trolling now? I'm saying hi to you. I respect you. Hi. Do you have any ideas, any thoughts on BT Awards 2024? What do you stand for, Ellie? Let me understand where you're coming from. Rick James says, that's an eyeball. No. Okay. Hi. Okay. Are you saying no to you're not trolling, or are you saying no that you are? No. Hi, no. Ellie is doing some special high velocity stuff. She's saying hi, and no, and with the emoji. All right, do your thing, girl. Do what you gotta do. But no, this was a very mixed show. It wasn't extraordinary. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen was, okay, Ellie is officially trolling. Rick James, if you like to do the honors, do what you can do with Ellie. Let her know what time it is. Do what you can do. Do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to block her. I'm not going to sit her down. I'm going to put her in timeout. So, he says, thank you. She was getting annoying. But I'm not gonna ever, block anybody. If you have a wrench, you have the possibility, you have the power to do so. Do whatever you can do. Just give him a single, calm down, breathe. Ellie for the streets, I'd imagine. But yeah. So Killer Mike was dope. He had he had a lot of energy. It wasn't like, well, thank you. I like to appreciate everybody that came out and everything. He was like, nah, everybody stand up. I'm saying on principle, on business. I got this award just a few months ago. I was getting escorted out this very venue. I'm paraphrasing, but I was being escorted out of here. And now I'm receiving an award again for my efforts, for my work. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And good night. Like that. He just stood strong. He was very strong in his way. He was very strong. So I appreciate that about Killer Mike. He had that sensibility about him. Your shows should be free until you become bigger. That's the opposite, sir. my show should be paid for, except on the weekends. I give you free weekends at least. Weekends are free, Saturday and Sunday. But the opposite. That's the opposite. When you get big, you definitely need to do even more. I'm doing as much as I can right now. I'm doing a reasonable rate. $5 is what? That's like a foot long hot dog. That's like a foot long sandwich, or what they got, pretzels and cookies and stuff like that for $5. That's a cup of coffee at Starbucks costs more than $5. Come on now. Height, my nigga. My nigga came through. Okay, here we go, ladies and gents. Let this be known. Height came through with $50. My goal for today was $160, so there's $110 left. So salute to this man. He's in the $100 club. He's going for, if he gives another $50 or more, he'll be in the $100 club, Scholars 100 club, for 3 months running. So salute to Height. He's paying for all of y'all. I'm reporting you to Social Security. Report all you want. There's no all the money I received. I mean, that's cute. You're being cute. You're being funny. Ha ha ha. And even if you were serious, none of this is tax deductible. None of this is not deductible, with tax bearing. None of this comes with taxes. I haven't earned enough on PayPal or Venmo to pay taxes, and my Cash App, they don't even ask for taxes. If you got a personal account, now business accounts, that's different. You gotta pay for that, but you gotta pay taxes. But personal accounts, completely tax free. So I know that's what they said. So now all the questions are no. He is not a sacrificial lamb. Yeah, you just joking. You better be just joking. He's not a sacrificial lamb for y'all. Y'all just post up. But thank you, Height. Respect and salute to Height. I'm gonna just say, let me say, I'm gonna, in these last 3 minutes, I'm gonna talk of this half of the show. Salute Rich and Scott. Yes, salute to you, Height. Seriously, salute to you, sir. What's your credit score? There's another question I would answer if I got $5. Get $5. Just five. Height dropped 50. You can't drop 5? Come on now. What? Something wrong. Somebody. You might be broke, but you can't be broke. You're not. There are levels. There's different levels. Michael Jordan is broke. Jay-Z is broke. They're billionaires, but they're black billionaires that are B billionaires. You know what B stands for? Baby billionaires. And they're not in the deca billions or the centabillions. Tens of billions of dollars or hundreds of billions of dollars. They're not in that bracket. But they're billionaires. Like, that's how beautiful the system of the free market is. We can call billionaires, man, they ain't got that much money. They ain't got as much money as Mark Zuckerberg. They ain't got much money as Elon Musk. They ain't got, that's how crazy and wild and beautiful and wonderful this system is. All right, so let me see. I'm peanut butter and jelly for a week broke. Calling Jay-Z broke is crazy. Well, it's the truth. Just based off of percentages. Just based off of, ideas for thinking about the different separation of funds that Jay-Z has compared to somebody like Michael Bloomberg or Mark Zuckerberg or who else got $1 zillion? I always get his name wrong, so I can't say it. I'll just say that he's the leader of Louis Vuitton and Hennessy. I can't remember. Hold on. God damn, y'all make me go into my. I was trying to do it completely notes free. But y'all made me. LHV. I'm looking up his name right now. Bernard Arnault, the richest person as of 2024, the richest person in the world. He has a net worth, according to various sources, at $194, $194 billion. He's the richest person in the world. So live with that. Just live with that. You gotta live with that. It's facts. Yeah, you got it. There you go, Bernard. Yeah. Maybe you should start a subscription. Maybe you can help. Maybe you can tell other people about me, and that'd be the subscription. I already have a subscription. What are you talking about? I know who you're talking about. That's a wealthy, not that's still it's still the same thing. Wealthy and rich are the same thing. Bernard, yeah, Bernard Arnault, yeah, they're the same thing. Rich and wealthy are the same thing. I know what you mean, though. I mean that people like to make that distinction. Oh, are you hood rich? Are you rich? Are you wealthy? People like to say different distinctions, but they're basically the same thing. You know, when you really look at it. Cause look at Master P. Master P has $200 million, and you're looking at Master P like, what? Nigga, you broke. Like, you ain't got no money. And if you look at Dame Dash, I mean, his net worth must be what, negative $100 million or something like that. But he's living his life. He's having a beautiful life. He's got a beautiful woman. He's got kids. He's rich to me. He's very wealthy. To me, he is. So, I went over the time, but I wanted to talk about Usher. Usher, just, a gentleman, a smart, savvy, longevity guy. Like, how can you say 30 years plus in the game? That's not even heard of for somebody that still looks young and spry and can still sing and do the Super Bowl. And like, that's just amazing. That I give him his props and respect to him. What I don't like is the fact that he cussed so much. He didn't have to cuss so much. I know he's a grown man. I know he can say words that say anything, but he didn't have to cuss so much that blanked out a lot of the audio, and it made it sound really choppy. But his message was pretty good for the most part. It's about God. It's about Jesus and the Lord and hallelujah, and that's fine. I respect anybody that believes, but one day we're gonna see all of that we don't need. And I'm saying we as in human beings, individuals, not just black people. I mean, I look black, but I'm not a black person. I'm a black person only when there's racism involved. That's when I'm a black person. So I really wanted to delve into his speech. He was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award, and he wasn't in his 50s and 60s with a gut. and Taraji P. Henson even made mention of that. She was like one of the probably one of the only recipients of the award with that still has a six-pack and stuff like that. Like most of Lifetime Achievement Award, they got gray hairs, they got one eye's about to pop out of the socket, and they got a twitch or something like that. So, sadly to say, we get to that age, but he was one of the younger ones that was able to do it. He was able to achieve it. So in his speech, he was talking about how black fathers, he had another story about his father leaving him. And then look what happens. They turn around and become, multimillionaires, multi-billionaires. But the reason why they become multi-billionaires is because they put in so much work. They put in so much effort. They put in so much value. They create so much value. That's what's so amazing to see. That's what's so great. So I have to salute Usher for being, such a class act. And still got money, still got a beautiful wife, You know, I think, or girlfriend. If they're not married, and definitely a girlfriend. I think they're married though. Yeah, his beautiful wife. She's a little older than him. He likes him a little older. He likes the seasoned coochie. He definitely enjoys the seasoned coochie. So I got to give him credit on that. Give him probably they can expand and contract, expand and contract. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know anybody knows if you know you know. But that was extraordinary. So all in all, from what I saw and a recap and not a review, I'll just give it 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Just over 5. 6 out of 10 overall. Okay. Question. Do you let your children watch these shows? Do you let your children listen to hip hop? Do you let your children listen to country? Do you let your children listen to any music? Are you completely STEM, not STEAM? STEAM is science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. So art will encompass music. So do you allow your child to listen to music? Do you allow your child to only focus on STEM projects, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics? Did they not see, Sexy Red twerking it, going back and forth? Did they not see Ice Spice twerking it, tossing around all that her mama gave her? Did they not see all that? Did they not get into that? Did they not understand, the mechanics of the booty shaking? But they know the mechanics of quantum under leaps and things like that. If they were even possible. Are they totally committed to technology and engineering? They had too much time on their time to create new robots and new products and new software programs. Do they code? That's part of, what is that, technology, I guess? Science and technology, and I guess it would be engineering too. And I guess it would be mathematics. I mean, coding can be under a lot of different ways, but that's the beauty of it. And I just wonder, if I had kids, what would they be watching? Would they be watching the BET Awards? Would they be studying their calculus papers and their calculus work? Not now, of course, it's the summer. But I'm saying, would they be still, off for the summer? Would they still be reading literature that they should be doing? They're going to have tests and essays on when they can come back after the summer ends. See, that's one of the best things that I have to admit that I thought sucked. Now I think they're really great. To have reading programs, now during the summer. And then you have to come back and do essays and different projects on what you read over the summer. I used to think that really sucked. I would wait till the very last minute to read it, or I didn't even read the books at all, or some of them are just certain sections. The son of the sun, get Apple Pay. Okay, no, I will not get Apple Pay. Not because you said it, but just on principle, I will not get Apple Pay. But what am I going to say? What am I saying? Yeah. So, do you teach your children? Do you have kids? If you do have kids in the audience and out there, do you engage with your children about the history and the different notions of science and technology, engineering and mathematics, and then so many different geography and different things like that? Do you clue them? Do you quiz them on different subjects? What do you do? How do you do that? How do you make that a reality? Excuse me. How do you make that real? How do you get them to understand and comprehend that, look, you're probably not going to get signed to Top Dog Entertainment. You're not going to get signed to Universal Music Group. You're not going to get publishing and masters. You're not going to get an acting role. You're not going to get a director's chair. These things aren't happening. All entertainment, all that music, movies, all that It's not gonna be for you. Is that what you tell your children? Do you sit down and let them know? And then when you're a kid, like I said, when I was stupid, and I'm still stupid now, but I was really stupid then. And I was just like, man, I gotta read all this. I don't even like reading this. I want to read my own books. And that's really what got me here, is that I read my own books. I didn't read the books that were, assigned to me. I read books that were, in the library. Son of Son is doing work. Nigga got all the Apple products but scared to make Apple Pay. Son of Son is the greatest. Go to Android. Oh my God! If you not get going, join the Apple Mafia. I'm already in the Apple Mafia if I got all those products. Duh. I just don't have Apple Pay because I don't need it. It comes straight off of my bank account. It's like 2 or 3 steps. I gotta go. Okay, Apple, take my pay from my bank account and then put it on the card and put it on my phone and on my watch. No, once my dollars hit, wham, it goes into my bank account. Then I take that money and I use it for whatever, groceries and female escorts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. No, but it's just weird. It's weird. You can't be 1 foot in 1 foot out. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Well, I'm not 1 foot in or 1 foot out. I'm standing on fertile ground. I'm standing on solid ground. He picked me. I know it's not Sunday, but I'm about to preach. He picked me up and he turned me around. He placed my feet on solid ground. Ain't he all right? Won't he do it? Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Nice eyebrows. See, thank you. I'm just going to see. You'll see in a few weeks what happens. You'll see. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll see what happens to these eyebrows. You're gonna see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Think Doja Cat. No, don't think Doja Cat. She did something special. I think what she did, if I'm not mistaken, she shaved off all of her eyebrows and put tattoos on them. If I'm not mistaken, that's what she did. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Go to the comment section. Nah, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. Say something like that. You with the Illuminati with Star. I love it. See, that's what I love about Hov. Hov made like 2 or 3 songs with Rick Ross talking about, he's not a Mason, he's amazing. Like, you get it? He's not a Mason, he's amazing. And then he said, just because I'm just paraphrasing, but he was like, a nigga got some money, so nigga's rich, and then he got to be in the Illuminati. That's some nigga shit. Like, that's real. That's the sad part about the culture. They got money, man. They got billions of dollars. Oh, they part of the Illuminati. That's definitely the Illuminati. Definitely you can't get that much money without being in the Illuminati. That's the bullshit that we have to live with. Let's see. Rip Van Winkle, nice. Okay. You should do the same. Do the same, okay. Don't sacrifice the fam for your channel to grow. I don't know what you're talking about, Son of the Sun. Don't sacrifice the fam for your channel to grow. My channel grows all the time. It goes down, then it goes up. I'm at 583 subscribers right now. It was at the peak of it was at 587. So I lost 4 people, but I could gain another 7 people. So I'm not gonna complain. I won't complain. For God has been good to me. It's not Sunday, but sometimes I get those vibes. I might start to catch a Holy Ghost. Woo! Woo! Might catch the Holy Ghost around here. But yeah, so that's the beauty of being in a family that's dedicated to science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. Because people forget about STEAM. They think it's just STEM. They think it's just STEM, but art has a major role in a lot of this. Art, Jules Verne. Jules Verne, one of the greatest. I don't think they call it science fiction. They may have just started calling it science fiction. They call it speculative fiction, I think, nowadays. He thought about the invention of, well, there's contention because the Egyptians, I think, allegedly thought about the idea of helicopters thousands of years ago, and hundreds of years, over 100 years ago. Jules Verne thought about helicopters and incorporated it in his art, in his different novels. Google the lyrics, nigga. Don't mess up the goddamn MC lyrics. I said I'm paraphrasing. Goddamn it! I thought Rick Ross would be your showrunner. I didn't know about Rick Ross. I still don't even know about Rick Ross. Y'all have to clue me in. Clue me in on Rick Ross, and I'll talk about it for the next 14 minutes. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Rick Ross. What happened to Rick Ross? Drake goons allegedly attacked Rick Ross and crew at Vancouver Music Fest for doing this. For fueling the K-Dot and Drizzy beat battle. I'll say they love to put beef, but it's really a battle. He was attacked. I didn't know he was punched by Canadian goons after playing "Not Like Us." That's a real genius move on Rick Ross's part to play "Not Like Us" in Canada. Like, come on, man. That's like playing at the time, Who Shot Ya in L.A. or playing "Hit 'Em Up" in New York City. Like, why would you even do that? Like, that makes zero sense. Rick Ross was just attacked over his concert in Vancouver. Here's what we know so far. Oh my god, I can't even read it because I gotta subscribe to it. So y'all don't. It's not even paid for subscription for me. It's just implication. If y'all want to pay money, sure, great. If y'all want to just send people my way or send me to people that could possibly help my page, like Rick James has done, you'll get a wrench. All right, hold on. Here we go. Drake goons jump Rick Ross sector in security in Toronto. I'm gonna say battle height, but I'm gonna say the battle really has nothing to do with him playing "Not Like Us," but it was good timing. Okay, thank you for telling me that, because I was like, that would be ridiculous if that happened. Appreciate to you, height. Salute to you, sir. As always, number one supporter right now. God damn it, I'm pretty sure you're number one supporter. Out of all the people that have put in money and time into this machine, I definitely appreciate you, Hype. So I'm gonna just look into this. I'm gonna see Billboard better have it. It's blank. It's blurry. You gotta get a subscription. I was about to say. Okay, here we go. Rick Ross appears to have been assaulted in Vancouver, British Columbia, Sunday night following his performance at Ignite Musical Festival. Video footage online appears to show Rose being sucker punched, which starts a brawl. This is crazy. And he also played. There was a reference of Rick Ross calling him a white boy, which is on Champagne Moment. Somebody was shouting that out at the concert. Nicknamed Drizzy on his song Champagne Moments. What the hell happened though? That's what I want. I didn't see that part of the battle. I still don't understand what happened with Rick Ross and Drizzy and Drake. I don't know what happened with Ricky Rose and Drizzy. I got you 2 new subscribers today. Heights. Son of the Sun, you gotta take that up with Height. I'm taking his I'm taking him at his word. He gives good money here. He's really good money here, son to son. You gotta take that up with Hype. You gotta give a little bit more information than saying, "Oh, Hype misinformed." Like, okay, anybody can be like that. Anybody can say that. Anybody can just hold that out. Give out the receipts. Give out digits, data, information. The reason why he is allegedly uninformed or misinformed. Excuse me. But I never really got that. I never really understood. Besides maybe just racism and colorism. It's really colorism is what it is. All right, here we go. Ross was being disrespectful and he got chin checked for it not like us was playing in the background. Yeah, that's what Hype just said. He said he said nothing like us had nothing to do with it, and that he would it was just good timing. That's what Hype was saying. It was just good timing. It just happened to be that way. But I still want to know what was the moment. Was it Rick Ross's affiliation with Kendrick Lamar that sparked champagne moments and that weird photo? I think it was Aubrey family, the Aubrey family, something like that. Family Matters or something crazy. Now that song's in my head. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but that song hits though. When that comes on, that's the hotness. That's the truth. But I wanted to get back to Ricky Rose said he claimed the OVO honcho had a nose job and continued to call him BBL Drizzy because of the alleged cosmetic work. Oh my God. That's funny. That's funny. The white boys approached Rick Ross and told him there was disrespectful that there was disrespectful to play the song. Then they got into this is exactly how it's read into the argument which led to Rick Ross getting chin checked. I think he meant to say. I don't think he had enough letters left. Okay, so that could be the case. I mean, I didn't even. That's my dumb ass. I didn't go. I was just like the BT Awards. I was just like BT Awards. That was my topic, and then the question about the BT with the Steam. But yeah, it's on all the different channels. Rick Ross attacked by Drake goons for playing Kendrick Lamar diss in Canada. Let me see. And that's just a headline. I'm not saying that actually happened. I'm just saying that's a headline. All hip hop usually doesn't have it. I knew it. They don't have it. O.J. Simpson's inclusion in BT Awards and Memoriam segment sparks backlash. They didn't have the Brower actor involved. Sad but true. It's kind of funny, but it's sad. I don't know. They had O.J. Simpson because he allegedly killed a white woman and a white man and got off with it scot-free. And then he died like years later. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. The whole time it was like I think he was looking at his watch like, I'm on borrowed time, ain't I? I'm pretty much on borrowed time. I don't have much life in me left. So let me see. Hot New Hip Hop. I'm sure Hot New Hip Hop's got it. Rick Ross and his crew brutalized by Drake's alleged goons and viral fight footage. Wow. So I'm switching up for the next 4 or 5 minutes, and past minutes as well. No Diddy on Rick Ross getting chin. How saying no Diddy to you, son of the sun? The son of the sun. You gotta come back with the words. Height's definitely checking you. But Rick Ross, I mean, there's not a lot to say. I think he just got, tuned up. He probably got a few hits on him. It has no evidence that his chain was snatched or anything like that. It just looks like he just got roughed up a little bit. Rick Ross received a mean punch to the face that kicked off a lot of pushing and shoving between each entourage. Then one of the Mississippi rapper's crewmates was essentially beaten to a pulp. At least 3 to 4 men wailed on him. He crawled into a ball and protected himself from kicks and punches. Finally, toward the end of the nasty scuffle, it appears that DJ Sam even gets kicked out cold on the ground, presumably receiving some medical attention afterwards. In total, the most detailed clip lasts for nearly 3 minutes and is certainly brutal. All right, look at that from now on. Wow. It says the feud is far from over. Wow. And you know who we're not thinking about? Diddy. And I may not want to mention that, but his offspring, I'll just say that as much. His offspring was at the 2024 BET Awards. They were there. But this is just I don't want it to get physical. I didn't want it to get physical. I mean, it was partially physical. I mean, based on the weekend. The weekend's his current problems with jerseys. Allegedly somebody running to a gated community and saying, it's not saying, but shooting shots, putting rounds into Drake's abode. It's weird. Let me see. Read my comments. I read your comments. That was the whole point. I read everything you said, and you still didn't get, still didn't let Height know what you think. He said you're forgetting Chin. He was getting Chin. Come on, pause. Shantae. Chantel. Shantae. Shantae. So I got 10 likes. I'm not mad. 5 people watching. The most people that watched was like 6 or 7, I think. Down to 3. But it still counts. That's what's so beautiful about this system. It counts to every single person that comes in, not just, the highest point that came in. It counts every person that actually stopped by and made a view. But Rick Ross munches on vegan burgers and applies for a zoo license. He wants to have a zoo. Oh my God. That's classic. But that's what makes all this, I'm talking about hip hop. I didn't want to talk about hip hop in the last half of the show. That was going to be my runner. My runner was the BT 2024. Now I'm talking about BT, about Rick Ross. I want to talk about Steam. Much more important, much more powerful, much more to the point. Steam. Science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. Okay. The Son of the Sun's got some words. The white boys approach Rick Ross and told him, this is exactly as written, there was disrespectful to play the song. Then they got into the argument, which led to Rick Ross getting Chin. You said the same thing over and over. You're not catching something. Height saying no Diddy on the part that you're saying that Rick Ross got Chin. You're missing it, the Son of the Sun. You wrote exactly the same thing over again. You didn't say chin checked. You didn't say something like that. You just said he just got chin, which is another word for head or top or so many other words. Brain, neck, Tua guac, or something, whatever that broad said. Tua. Hawk Tua. So that's where we are right now. And this has been over an hour show. So y'all really owe me. Everybody except Height definitely owes me. And Rick James. Height and Rick James, y'all don't owe me anything. Everybody else, y'all owe me at least $100,000. I'm kidding, but I'm not. but anyway, it's been fun. I'm gonna let my 10 likes, and my 3 viewers go right now while I'm still on top. So I thank you very much. Appreciate everybody that came through, and I will see you sometime, maybe later tomorrow, maybe earlier tomorrow. I don't know. It's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. Take care.